ZMpodcast
from ZMonline.com.
Hi, how are you?
How you doing, boys?
Good. How are you?
Yeah, I'm doing good. Welcome to New Zealand. Have you guys been here before?
This is our first time.
Oh, New Zealand virgins. What do you think so far? Obviously, you've been from the airport to the hotel. That would have been an exciting drive.
It's beautiful. We walked around. He got to see a good view from the airplane, though.
I was yelling at him on the plane because I was in the window and he was in the middle of the plane. I was trying to yell at him to look over. He couldn't see. It was an awesome view, like flying in and the water, and I don't know. It's very nice here.
Yeah. Do you guys fight over the window seat?
No. I don't like windows.
I think I'm the only one that flies in the window now. Everyone's moved to aisles.
Big day out this morning.
That's right.
Exciting times. You're on at 3:20 to 4:10 on the blue stage. What have you heard about the big day out?
I've heard it called the Big Day Off. I just hear it's a lot of fun. Everybody always raves about it back home in the States, and so we're looking forward to it.
Is there any bands you guys would like to catch at the big day out?
Violent Femmes.
Oh yeah.
Muse.
Big fan. Muse.
Yeah.
Can't wait to see. We've seen Muse. I've only seen them one time. I think you've seen them another time.
Yeah.
But we actually played with them one time, and it was amazing. That band is like the best band I've ever seen.
I'm excited to see the Killers too. I think that'll be good.
Congrats on the record, the Black Parade. Over 3 million copies sold around the world. Wow. Hello, 3 million.
Wow, that's a lot.
I didn't even know. So.
Did you know? Oh, hey, congratulations! You sold 3 million records.
It's so weird. We're always kind of going here and going there, and we never really pay attention to that. So every once in a while, someone says it, and we just kind of look at each other and go, "Oh, all right, cool."
Okay. We're up to 3 mil. That's good. That's good.
Yeah. No, it's flattering. We're very honored. We're really lucky. We have great lives. I mean, to be able to connect with that many people is just amazing.
How many of those records do you reckon you would have signed? Because you're all about the fans. You're into signing, and you're not one of these bands that sign 5 records and tell everyone to piss off.
Yeah, we've signed quite a few of those already. I think we'll sign a lot more.
Yeah, you're doing some signing tomorrow at the big day out.
Yep, we are, and it's one thing with us that we always start signing, and we go for like 5 or 6 hours. So, I know we're doing a signing tomorrow. I think it's at like 6 o'clock, and we're gonna get as many people as we can, and I think you have to have a wristband to do it. So if everyone gets a wristband, we will meet you, and we want to meet everyone that wants to meet us. So just come hang out, and it'll be fun.
What's the weirdest thing you've signed?
A wooden stake.
Like what? One of those stakes like vampires have that stab people?
Yeah.
Okay.
In where were we? Scotland.
In Scotland. Why did they have a stake?
This kid was nuts. I don't know.
It was a kid even?
It was a kid with a wooden stake.
Okay.
I signed it.
You think you need some counseling, maybe some help, maybe a hug even?
I think he's all right.
Yeah.
I think he probably used that wooden stake for the forces of good, I think.
All right. Just tell us the idea behind the title, The Black Parade, for the record.
Well, I mean, it's a concept of when you die, death comes for you in the form of a subconscious memory or maybe something really strong that you remember from childhood. And, for the character in the story, his strongest memory is of his father taking him to see a parade. So, and the Black Parade as a title works on many different levels. It works as a way to refer to us and our fans. It's in a way social commentary. It's commentary on death and life. It's making a celebration out of death in a big way, I think. So it's one of those titles that it's a thing on its own. It's a new thing. So it's one of my favorites.
You would hear lots of rumours about yourself.
Yes, we do.
Here we go. Rumor or real? You were all killed in a car accident last week.
True.
That accident last week sucked bad.
All right. The name of the band came about from a book called Ecstasy: 3 Tales of Chemical Romance.
That is true as well.
Have you both read the book?
Nope, never.
No.
Do you have any idea what it's about?
I don't even think Mikey Way read it. Oh, yeah, well, I mean, I really like Irvine Welsh, and, I really connected with that movie Trainspotting. Mikey is the one that found that title, so, but I never read the book. I think people are kind of bummed out that I haven't, but...
You guys formed a week after the September 11th attacks.
That is kind of true, more or less.
And you witnessed those planes flying into the building.
Also true. It was one of the most brutal things I ever saw.
How did that happen? Were you like at an apartment or something? Or were you
I was on my way down there for work, and I was in Hoboken, and the trains had stopped running. So I was right at the edge of the pier.
At the Reading and Leeds Festival, you guys were bottled on stage. Is that true?
There was some debris flying our way. It was entertaining. I think the majority of the debris we had played after Slayer, which is
okay.
no small feat. But I think there was a few things flying at us, and then I got so amped, I just encouraged the entire crowd to then throw, like even the people that were there to see us, which was the majority of them. So it made it interesting.
That whole thing has been brought to us by, when people ask us about it as like a very negative thing that, oh, people threw bottles, you guys must have been devastated. And I'll give you, when you get hit with a golf ball or battery, it kind of hurts. So that part was not very good, but that was one of the best shows we've ever played. We were psyched about that show. We had a great show.
That was actually a really defining moment for the band, because what happened after that in England is really all the people that tried to kind of silence us that day had the exact opposite effect, because then people in their 40s and 50s were finding out about us, and it was all over the news, and there was the fact that we had barreled through this set and won the crowd over from a situation that started off as very negative was huge for this band. And so ultimately, no matter who reports it, the people that were there know exactly what happened, and that is a band got through something really hard and turned it into something very amazing. It's probably going to go down as being our best performance ever because of that.
Kind of quite weird how people show their appreciation, though. Eh? Some people like to say hi and wave, and some people like to throw things at you.
Yeah, it happens at every show. It even started to happen in Japan, and they're very reserved there. But water was flying at us, water bottles, bodies.
People just don't.
Through the Japanese.
Yeah, people just don't think. They get in this moment and they don't realize that whatever it is, when you throw it, when it actually makes contact with someone, it hurts a little bit. And whatever. It's all right though. Just a little bruise.
All right. Tell us about the latest single we playing here, Famous Last Words.
Famous Last Words is the one song about redemption. And it's the one message we really wanted to get across to the fans of this record, and to people that maybe had never heard of us. So, it's why the record ends with it, and it's a very powerful ending of the record. It's also, on its own, a very powerful song. So, it's the song that came to us when we needed it the most.
Hear more ZM podcasts at ZMonline.com. Click latest podcasts.